Okay, add the routing. Let me know if you have written. Okay, routing is ready. So which page is loading by default? This one. Now from here we'll have edit, 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 edit everywhere. Basic edit will direct to basic. We can connect from this page to all the pages. And suppose we went to the education and fill and click on continue. After education, this would come. Which one? Skill. Automatically after a skill, this will come. Again, after a skill, this will come. Everywhere there will be a skip button. Once you click on a skip, it will come to the next page. Click on a skip, it will come to the next page. Or submit and continue also will come to the next page. Okay, so now come to the this file, preview file. So this is written all. I hope you have written. I'll move next. Okay, so we'll come back to the preview page. Okay, here we are importing the link, right? We'll see. If link is required, we'll keep, else we have to remove from there. In preview page, you need to import the link. Import the link in the preview. Import link in the preview. Import the link in preview page. And next, this tag we have here. we have to edit, we have to enter link to directly basic. You can use here edit symbol, I, open close, FA hyphen edit.
Upload this link in refer.
We will see if required, we'll keep, else we have to remove from there. Link added here. You can see edit is coming. Now see the color combination should match, right? It's not matching here. So if I remove BG secondary, which color will come by default? BG secondary, and then here you have to write the class call. By default, it will come below. This is okay. You can remove that from the footer and keep a class here called text decoration none. Text decoration none, especially to remove the underline. So in footer, everywhere same link we can copy paste and we will change the path. Same link or same footer replace everywhere. Card footer you have written, no? Card footer. Same footer line, you copy, replace in the down also and change the path. Instead of basic, it will be contact, it will be something. Change that. Same edit, I'll go for the second block. Footer I'll remove and I'll write here slash contact. Again, next footer I'll remove slash education. Right. Next edit I'll remove slash skill. Next edit I'll remove, replace with the slash project. Slash variance okay, hope modification done. Check now, all the edit is connecting to the respective page. All the edit, is it connecting to respective page? So here I kept 2 times footer. Previous footer I was okay removed. Whichever the edit you click, it will go to the respective page. Now in the footer of each component, we have to provide 3 links. One link will be previous. One more link will be skip and next. Skip and next. And one button will be submit and continue. Footer, especially this part, has to divide into 3 parts. Because if I am here, I have to submit, then only I can go next. If I want to skip this, then, or maybe if I want to go back to previous, then we cannot find the proper line, proper link. So we have to make it. Or another way, what we can do, other way also possible. Every component you have printed here, in the left side, we can provide the navigation. Left side, we can provide the navigation. And user can click and they can go from this component to next component. We can create a reusable component and call in all the components in the left side. 363 you have follow, right? 3 is empty. So we can create one component with the link and we can call in all the components. So it will become as a reusable. And then you can, no need to provide the button here, other links. From here only we can go directly. So check now your page like this, hyperlink happen everywhere. If yes, then very good. Let's move next. MB4 look like little less gap. You have to write MB5. You can see every component MB4 you have written. Can you change to MB5? MB4 replace with MB5. MB5. That should be sufficient and enough space all the side. MB5 I given smaller. Okay, so moving next. So which file will come first? No file. First create a file here called navigation.js. In src folder, create a file navigation.js and import in that link. Import in that link. Const left nav. Left nav. Export default left nav. Return from here nul with the class equal to list hyphen group. List group border 0 and shadow lg. Li quick links. Class name list group item space active. Next li class name list hyphen group hyphen item. You will follow here link. Total how many have? We have total 2, 4, 6 we have, right? And one more is required called 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First will be dashboard. Link to only slash. Second will be basic. My basic. Third will be my contact. Fourth will be my education. Fifth will be my skills. Sixth will be my project. What else? My experience. Experience, right? Everywhere we have to provide the to. Link to what we have written. Basic. Link to contact. Link to education. Link to skill. Link to project. Link to experience. Okay, next we have to add the icons everywhere. After that, we will import and we will see that. Okay. Now, now we have to provide here some icon so that it look better. Icon. We can write here class name. See, after closing the I tag, you should give one space. Clear? So right here, class name FA home. Second, we can write here basic. Basic in the sense we can say user contact. We can keep here call headset education. We can keep here call book skills. We can display here computer symbol. Project, we can display here the suitcase symbol. Experience, we can display here the what will display in experience. File. Keep now all the classes. This full component I sent in your chat. Oh, it's a bigger line. All will not go. So I think I can send only this much. UL to UL. UL to UL. Send. You can use that. Okay, for everyone. Right, shall we import it? Hmm? So ready for everyone? Written. Okay, so we'll not wait long time. Let's come to the first component. Which one? Basic. So we'll go back to the basic component. Basic component. You have followed 363 combination, right? Import on the top, left nav, and you have already one 3 empty in the left side. I hope everyone have followed this format 363. Inside the 3, you can call the left nav. Inside the 3, we can call the left nav. So in basic page, you will have navigation link like this. From here, we can go back to dashboard, and from dashboard, we can write here. Underline will remove, but first let's import in all the pages after that. Okay, so coming similar. So we should go to all the component. Basic we did. Next, we need to go to the contact education. So linking done. Check once. The teaching online and making someone to follow. Correct. It is a kind of in a blank room, you are trying to catch a cat because they will not reply. You have to consider like you have to ask from yourself, hey, Seram, tell me, they have written or not. So after few seconds, based on default speed, Seram analysis will say like, yes, maybe they have written. Move next. Okay, so contact, import here, left nav, go to the 3, import the left nav. So in contact and basic, you will get the left navigation. What we have next? Next page we have called education. So go to the education page. Here also import left nav inside the first 3. Call it. Do in all the component. A skill project experience. A skill a skill.
I have not used Power Excel 3 like that. I have used using class card.
Now where you want to provide the link in your page, you can provide it. It's become reusable component, correct? Wherever you want to display, you can display there. Just import there, it will come. Maybe left side space is not there. Call in the right side. The right side space is not there. Call on the top. Call in the bottom. Make a space somewhere and import it. So till project I made. Next is my experience. left nav, something similar. So work and yoga both have difference or not? Work and yoga. Suppose a farmer, whole day they will be working in the fields, right? They are doing full day exercise, but still in morning they will do the yoga, right? They are doing full day exercise. Why yoga is required? Okay. When we learn something, it is kind of a farmer is working in the field, correct? When we do the yoga, that meaning when the farmer will do the yoga, that meaning he is working on a project. Okay. So learning and implementation both have the difference. Learning ABCD, learning apple, mango, banana, learning the tense, present, past, future, correct? And speaking the English, both have the difference. Yes or no? So when the people will ask, record the video and send to me, it's like a ready-made cake you want to eat. Correct, no? A ready-made cake you want to eat. If you are present while making the cake, you will have a different experience. And if you are only eating the cake, you will have a different experience. Okay, next we will remove this underline from everywhere. So page is linking for all. I hope is working. Okay. So come to the left nav file again. Left nav. In the left nav, what you have to do with the link tag, we have to call a class. With the link component, we have to call a class text decoration none. Now call it here. Inside the link, text hyphen decoration hyphen none. Text decoration none. Text decoration none. Text decoration none. So you will find all the underline is gone. Perfect. Look like this. So no need of escape button everywhere. We have link here. If we don't want to fill this, then go for the next page. Go for the next page. That page will appear. I made little different background. If you want to change, you can change like this. Here in the first li, I remove the active and I given here BG dark and text white. BG dark and text white.
Active you have removed.
Active I removed. BG white I have added. Okay. इसलिए उधर गुपचुप कर रहे हो आप, बोतला चाहिए ना कि आई हैव द एरर. Last stage, if you are facing the error, that meaning you have not studied properly. Can you read that? Listen. What is saying?
Link is not different.
Link is not defined. In which file?
Navigation.
Navigation dot. Wait. Link. Read one more time. Link. L is small or capital? Go to the code. Look at here. You are importing the link from React Router DOM. After that, link to link, right? Delete this line and type again. Wait. Urgent withdraw. Go here and type again. Import. Select it. Save now. Refresh the
I have deleted this file sir already. Once I have read it.
refresh करो. Now go to where? Go to that file. NAA.
Yes, sir. That is all previous created again.
Okay. No. Wait. Go there in the component. You are importing this file anywhere?
No, sir. Nowhere important.
Go to the basic page. Okay. Now go there in the CMD. Stop the server. Control C. एक बार और प्रेस करो आप, कंट्रोल C. Y. Enter. Start again. ये इतना छोटा क्यों आ रहा है?
मैं ऐसा कर रहा वो चेंजेस करने मैं ऐसा कर रहा डायरेक्ट इनपुट कर रहा फाइल्स ये आप डॉट जेएस में इधर इनपुट कर रहा इधर डालता
4 के अंदर 4 हो गया तो और गड़बड़ हो गया ना.
हाँ
नहीं, मतलब इधर प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इसको हटाओ.
वो प्रीव्यू में भी ऐसा दिया सर. इस प्रीव्यू को पूरा निकाल दिया था पहले. इसे निकाल दिया था, प्रीव्यू फोल्डर में रखा था, ओनली बेसिक कांटेक्ट वैसे रखा था.
ओके,
अभी इंपोर्ट
गो देयर. अब उधर लिंक पे क्लिक करो आप कहीं.
इधर आता है.
क्लिक ऑन एडिट. देयर इन द लेफ्ट साइड. Come
Yes,
to
sir.
basic page.
Here I am.
Import here link nav. But here how you'll do again?
Yes, sir, I have to change, sir.
Okay, change. See, that day I have guided to everyone that when the requirement will come from the client, you are a worker. You are a worker. Assume like you call a painter in your house and you ask him, you given him 3 color combination of paint and you told him like left wall should be blue color, right should be orange color, and the front should be yellow color. 3 color you given. Okay. After that, what is the duty of that painter? To paint the respective color on the respective wall. Right? Evening time once you come, he made mistake. Left wall yellow, right wall orange, and front made as a blue. Now what we will do? You will ask him repaint. Company, whenever the project come from the client, right? After a lot of trouble it come. After a lot of convincing through image and all, BA, you have to talk with the BA, how much he faced the problem to convince someone and bring it. After that, they said you like, no, there should be 363 combination. 363 combination, right? The person explain also like component name should be this and the page should be 363 combination. Leave 3 last 3 and work on the 6. You don't have right to change any direction in that. If you are changing means be ready to get fired tomorrow. Okay. So last meeting, last class also we discussed, no? There should be 363 combination. Habit badaliye. Because you are going to sit somewhere where? In someone else control, right? You have to work based on their instruction. You don't have right to do any changes from your side. If do the changes means you are wrong. If they'll say no, button should be in the right side, button should be the right side. Button should be blue, button should be blue. You should not feel blue is not looking good. It's not your project, no? Project is someone else. He is paying the money for that. You are just a worker over there. Still, if you do the mistake, then be ready to face the challenge in the future. And try to follow the guidelines. Try to follow which one? Guidelines. If suppose someone, see, what is the project meeting in the office? What is the project meeting in the office? Project meeting represent that someone will guide you that it should be like this, it should be like this, it should be like this, right? After coming on the desk, you should not change something else. Okay. I hope everyone will follow it for the better future. Okay, so components are ready and navigation is ready and everything is happening smoothly. Next work will be this data. Already we have made the place under the which one? Already we have made the place under the Redux. This data will go to the Redux, right? This data has to go to the Redux. Okay, so let's come to the first page. That is called basic. And the basic data we will fill here. We'll click on submit button. This data has to go to the Redux and that data should be visible under this one. Dashboard, under the first block, right? Okay, move next then. The navigation work is done. You can close it. App file is not required. You can close it. Contact is not required for now. Many other components are not required. We can close those pages. We are on basic now. So let's come to the basic. In basic, we required this many properties, this many variables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll create one object with the total 6 properties. One object, empty object with the total 6 properties. And in that object, sometime data will come from the form, sometime data will come from the Redux. And we should be able to change that. We should be able to change that. Here one challenge will come that if you are putting in the object directly, it will not reflect in the object. Change we can call, we can try. Okay, so let us do that and see whether happening or not. So come to the basic page and this data is going to where we are aware of, right? This data will go to the Redux, correct? This data will go to the Redux. Inside Redux, basic data who will maintain? We have a reducer called basic reducer. Whatever the data will fill here, this data will go to the basic reducer. Right? So to send the data from React to Redux and to retrieve the data from Redux to React, okay, you have to import here a hook function that is called use dispatch. Use dispatch. Dispatch word what represent? Sending or bringing? Sending, correct? So dispatch will send and selector will bring. Use dispatch will send the basic data to the Redux and use selector will bring the data from Redux. Okay. Fine. Now let's create an object here. My basic.
You have to put inside the basic function.
Inside the basic function, we have to keep this. Under the basic function, change basic. Change basic. Use state is required. And here we can pass just an object. Object. Right, so empty object we created. Now in this empty object, data has to come from the form, right? Let's write here another line called let info equal to, or instead of info, basic data. Basic data equal to use selector Use selector, why we called here? Because if some basic details is already stored under the Redux, we have to bring from there. See, when you are on this page first time, something went wrong. Okay. So code maybe we have not completed. Basic, when we are on this page, that time our basic info is, my basic is empty object. But already if you have filled the details and submitted, and when you come to edit, then what will happen? At that time, data has to come from where? Redux to React. So here, inside the Redux, whatever the data we are going to store, all will be under the state. So we have to write a state arrow key, a state dot name of your component that is under the basic. What is that? My basic. My basic. At this place, might be you will be confused. My basic, we got two variable, right? The capital my basic we have written. It is the name of your reducer. Here we have written, it is the name of your reducer. It is the name of your reducer. Fine. This one you can just change to info better. Basic info. Basic info. And here basic data. So what will happen now? From the Redux, my basic will give something that will come and it will go to here. Where? Basic data. What was under the basic info? Empty object. By default page we load, it will be empty object. Now, what we will do? First line will execute, basic info become empty object. Second line will execute. From the Redux, some details will come and it will go to where? Basic data. Now, whatever come in the basic data, that we want to transfer to this variable. Which variable? Basic info. So for that purpose, I will call this one. Which one? Change basic. And under the change basic, I will pass this one. Basic data. Basic data, I pass to change basic. Now this will go to where? Basic info. It should go to the basic info. Right. Next, we will go to the reducer. And from reducer, we will return from there this many fields. What is wrong here? Use dispatch, where I have written. Oh, this is use state, not use dispatch. Import it. Import use state. This should be use state, not use dispatch. Use dispatch is for different purpose. So please import and change here. Next, what will happen is, when your page will load, this line will execute. Basic info will be empty object. This line will execute. Something will come from the Redux. Basic reducer. That will come to basic data. Basic data will be given to
The state dot my basic state is predefined.
state is a predefined. The data we are going to send under the, it's a global variable, global array you can say. So all the data of your store will be under this variable only. Which variable? State. See, before we used to maintain under the component state, that was called as a, which one? Use state. When we store the data under the component, that is called as a component state. But now you are not going to store under the component state. You are going to store under the Redux state. So Redux has a global variable that is called state. So your basic, contact, education, all will be there only. So see here, what we have written. A state equal to a state dot, which one? My basic. So this is called under the state, there is a property called as a basic. According to ECMAScript 6, we cannot write directly state dot basic. So we wrote like under the state, something is there, return that. Okay. So a state of a state dot basic, a state dot a state of a state dot basic, right? So under the state, there is a function called which one? Basic, not basic, my basic. That is the name of your reducer. Can you see here? My basic. So we are calling that my basic. Now my basic, what is written from here? Array. That array will come here and it will go to where? Basic data. Basic data will go to where? Change basic. From change basic, where it will go? Basic info. Let us now come back to there. Where? Reducer. First to see inside this page, how many inputs are required? Why this many render happen for me? Which line is causing the error? This line? Okay, so this two line is causing the error. Any this error, this type of error? Okay, wait, we have solution in that file. We can go to that file. Basic reducer. Come to basic reducer. And from here, what you are returning? An array? Array, right? We have to convert into object. And in this, we have to pass this many, but here is saying become as a limit. This is gone somewhere, we made a mistake. Render too many, limit the number of events, something. Which line caused the problem? Use selector state of basic is okay. If I call that line only, any error? No error, okay. So this line is making the problem. This line is making the this line is making the problem. Use selector basic.
Sir, when we click on save button only, we have to pass the data to change basic, right?
Change basic. What we are doing is, if we have something already under the store, if we have already something under the store, see what is the fundamental is. See, other way is there, but in that code will be little lengthy. So I'm trying to reduce the number of code. See, when I am here, I fill the details. I submit.
Okay.
It went to where? Redux.
Redux.
Then I
Yes.
went to the contact here, there. When I come back to basic, my details should appear here, no?
Yes.
Details should appear or not? Details
Yeah.
should appear here. So for that purpose, we require to call this line. Which line? This.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we have other way. No need to worry. We have other option. First come to this file. Which file? Reducer file. Go to the reducer file and how many input we required? Name, date of birth, gender, marital status, profile status, as well as which one? About yourself, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields are required. So I'll create here 6 property. First property is a full name, and let's save some value. Alex. Second property, what is? Second property, DOB. Add some value here. Next property, gender. Clear something. Third property, what we have? Marital status. Yes, so you can fill here. Next, what else we have? Profile status and about. Profile status, active, and about. This is my basic details level. This is my basic details available in Redux. Now from here, what is going to return? This many details, right? So in basic component, instead of creating the object, we'll try to create individual variable. So you will get to know the Redux, how it is working. Then in other component, we'll try to make through the object. So one component, they will create based on an individual value. We'll see. So from here, what will be the return? An object, right? From here, it will be return an object. This object will come there and will store there. And from this, whatever the properties are coming, we'll try to display under the text boxes. Okay, so we are considering that this is the default value that we have kept somewhere. User will come, user will change it, user will fill it. See, here you have made it. This is become a static value just for checking purpose, whether our data is coming from Redux to React or not. After that, we'll see there, we'll remove the values, we'll keep only property, and then we'll send from again React to Redux. Then we'll see data is coming there or not. So I hope you have written. Then come back to this page. Come back to this page. Which page? This one, right? So under basic, what is coming? I'll try to console once here. You have to refresh the page once, then only data will come. Redux is separate library. If you have modified the code, we have to refresh it. Console.log, refresh your page. I can see here, the details is coming. Class, I have written somewhere.
2 times it has been for me.
For you also 2 times will come.
For me, it is showing undefined.
चेक करो आप. अनडिफाइन आ रहा तो कोई बहुत बड़ा मिस्टेक कर रही है. Check variable name, what you are returning from there. See all possibility. Undefined, why it will come. Okay, so we have written this much.
Sir, does we imported the provider also?
Provider, no need to import. Yeah. Provider already imported under the index.js.
Okay.
Here only we need to call the reducer. Reducer is returning the data came and it is here. So this becomes an error. Yeah, this becomes an error. So this line is saying like it will not work. Okay. Two time will come. That is line is in index.js file. Okay, so let's modify a little. So remove this two line. Data is coming from there. And this line also I'll try to remove from here. Let's keep one line. This is bringing the data from where? Redux to React. Now I will create one state variable here. Name. And I'll write here called set name. Individual variable I'm creating here. Use state. And then this variable, I will try to print under the text box. First text box. On change we can call that which function? Set name. And we can pass here target.value. And also you will write value equal to, this is to pick the value, and value equal to that variable, name variable. Then you will ask, in name variable we have not added anything still. Definitely we have not added anything under the name variable. So let's add this much. I think one or two component I'll guide you, remaining you can do. Okay, written this line. Now from the reducer, data is coming and it is stored in this variable basic. So at this place, here instead of passing the empty value, I can pass here basic data dot this one full name. Basic data dot full name. Basic data dot full name. Basic data dot full name. Right? Now check once in the browser. Is it displaying the default value? Change also. Changing? It is able to change, right? So that data came directly from where?
From reader.
From Redux. So we have given the value there, so it is displaying. But when page will load, it will come as a input as a empty. There only object will be there. Where? Under the Redux will keep only object. See, the concept of this project is when the user will come to your page, one user will have how many basic? Only one. You will come, you will fill your basic. It will be displaying in your system. I will come, I will fill my basic. It will be displaying in my system. So in this, all the pages, there is no any concept of array. It is a concept of object. Inside the Redux, we are going to store the individual user details. Understood? So we will not use anywhere push method. Just collect the value, submit button. This all data will send to the Redux, and inside the Redux, the old existing value, we will replace with a new value. Existing value will replace with a new value. Right? That how will be the concept. So one value is coming. Let's do the similar for other also. How many fields we have? Date of birth we have. Create one variable here. DOB. Set DOB. You can print it and check below. DOB is printing or not. One by one, just keep calling and keep printing. Set DOB. Whichever the default value we have given, that value should print here. So refresh is required. Oh, that value is not coming for me. Set DOB. Basic data of DOB, I should write. DOB. Then it should come here. Not coming DOB. What is my property here? DOB only, right? DOB. What I printed here? Object set DOB target dot value set DOB. Basic data of DOB. Not coming?
The type is date.
So we'll see the format once. Okay, it should be in this format. Month. Sorry, date, month, year. Date, month, year. Date, month, year. Date, month, year. This correct, no? Date, month, year. Why not populating? Date, month, year. That value is not coming. For same for everyone. Why not? Because on change value equal to DOB. DOB is okay. Wait, I'll try to change here the date to text and see. Is it printing or not? Oh, in text case is it printing?
Yes.
text case is coming. Maybe the format is not matching.
Year, month, date.
Year, month, date. But it's different in my case. Mine is coming month, year, something. Here, which format we need to follow? Year. 25, month 03, date 0.
To use format. Sir,
Right.
dash use करना dash.
Dash.
I think.
Okay, hyphen. So 0, 2, 03, 25. Then also not coming.
Technical. I don't know.
कहाँ आ रहा है? 020325 I have written DOB.
Replace.
Date, DAT, date. Value equal to this much. On change. ओके वेट करो अभी आप चेंज कर दो टेक्स्ट यहाँ पे they will find out what can be the best solution. Change to date. Text. Change the date to date. Text. Change the type to text. They will find out the solution. There should not be many complication in the beginning. Okay, next. We are getting from there male or female, right? Male, female. M is capital. Gender case. M is capital I have written. Now write here one more similar variable. Call gender. Set gender. Gender. Written, come down. In gender case, what we will do? See here, first to remove the value. Remove the value. Okay, after that, this should not be type anything here. You will write here on change and same value and all. On change, set gender. Value equal to gender. Now, whichever will match from this drop down, it will become by default selected. So whichever will match from there, that will become by default selected. Okay, 1 minute, I'll change here as a female. And I will see here matching or not. Changing, right? So just to write here, on change, set gender and call the value. Right? So done till here. Next, marital status. We have to bring this property, married, profile status, and about. Right? Right. Okay. Similar way, profile status and about. Profile status, about, profile status. We are setting about, set status, set about. Please add this 3 line also. Added.
Yes.
तो देखेंगे अभी डिस्प्ले करके देखिए पहले. Date format have different browser guys. Okay, so hope this is also coming. Married, unmarried, profile status. Set about we have. Okay, please, all the values are coming. Whichever we have written there, those are coming here. Now from here, when we do the changes, when we do the change and click on save button, it should change over there, right? There should not be any default value. default value will be empty. Right, default value will be empty. So let's do the default value as empty now. So done everyone till here. So let's keep all as empty, 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 empty and empty. Now here by default, right? Next, come back to this one. We have to fill all the details. After filling the details, submit button click will happen. This details has to go over there. Can you check, have you kept under the form tag or without form tag?
Without form tag.
If it is a form tag, then the code will be different. So I will suggest remove the form tag in this example. Remove Kardwa form. Then remove the form tag. Let it be one example without form tag. Right? Const save. Alert here. Fine. Next, what we have to do? On button click, call it. Call this save function. Okay, save function, button click. Hopefully alert is coming. Alert is coming, right? If I refresh the page, my data will be erased and the by default as a alert will come. Alert will come. Alert will come. Let's move next.
Wait.
इस पे ऑन क्लिक पे कॉल करो आप फंक्शन. Okay, save function is done. Now let's go here and create a new object. User info equal to the curly bracket, the object you have created here, same thing you need to copy paste. Same object you copy from here and paste here. Full name will come from the name. DOB will come from the DOB. Gender will come from gender. Remaining variable we can pass here. Indirectly, we taken the value from the state and we assign to, we taken the value from state and we assign to where? User info. Change the state variable. Next, we required another new object. Let my data equal to, we have to use a property here called type. Inside the type, see under the store, many reducers are there. Now you are sending the data for basic reducer. You have to mention that this data is for whom? Basic reducer, correct? So it is not necessary that we have to write only basic here. We can write anything like 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. So we wrote type equal to basic. That represent that this data is for which reducer? Basic reducer. And in basic reducer, we'll write a condition. If type equal to basic, means this data belong to basic reducer. If type equal to a skill, means this data belong to a skill reducer. Else what will happen? Many reducers are there. Responsible people are sitting in the store. They will start fighting to each other. Hey, this is my data, this is my data. And everyone will take the same data. Right? So we have to specify that this data is for whom. This is called type of action. This is called type of action. You are going to dispatch the data. You are going to send a request to reducer. So while sending the request to reducer, you have to mention that why you are sending, for whom you are sending. That who will specify? Type, either reserved word. Okay, then we'll write here a property called info. Under the info, we will assign complete object that is called this one, basic info. So in my data, what will come now? Type, basic, and info as a object. In that full name, everything will be there. We have to dispatch it. So for dispatch purpose, we have to take the help from here. Use dispatch. Use dispatch is by default a callback function. We can't use directly. We have to create an object of that. Okay, so let's write here, let dispatch equal to use dispatch. Dispatch equal to use dispatch. Written dispatch equal to use dispatch. After that, we have to come down and inside the dispatch, we need to pass the my data. Use dispatch, know only one route. Use dispatch, know only one address. What address? Component to Redux. It is going to take the data from component and it will drop under the store. It is taking the dispatch will take the data from where? Basic component. And after that, directly it will drop to where? Store. Now inside the store, how many reducer? Many reducer. Reducer will run behind the data. Correct. Reducer will say, hey, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Now when the data packet will open, which data packet? Info. Info and this both, right? When this object will open, then the type will specify called basic. Now all the reducer will check from itself. Do have a condition called basic? Do have a condition called basic? Do have a condition called basic? Basic reducer will come and it will say, hey, I have a condition called basic. Means this data belong to me. Remaining reducer will go back and one reducer will consume the data. Done till here? Okay, come next. Now we have to go to the reducer. Just write a alert here. That updated in a state. Your basic details saved successfully. We will use here some kind of sweet alert later. Your basic details saved successfully. We have to come back to the now reducer file. That is called basic reducer. In basic reducer next. Okay, likh liye na. What you are sending from here? Type. Another one is called info. Come here. Now your reducer will take two parameters. One parameter as a current state and another parameter as a action. Current state means that global variable that you are using here. Can you see this line? A state of basic. So global variable called as a state. So a reducer, every reducer will take two parameters. One parameter is a current state and another parameter is a action. What is the action? Action is nothing but the data we are dispatching from here. Which data? My data. My data will come here only. So a state you take, that is the current state. And after that, action. Action is the parameter that is going to capture the value sent by dispatch. Sent by whom? Dispatch. Dispatch is sending the data, my data. That will come under the second parameter. First parameter is called a state variable. That state variable is maintaining the state of all the component inside the store. Okay. Next, this is the default value. Right? This is the default value. Come down. Right here. We have to check whether in a state any value is already exist. Because first time you came, you given the details. Went to the contact page. Once you come back, then what should happen? It should come from a state, right? So here what we have to do, variable we created one data. That is the basic object, right? Now we have to check under the state for the basic reducer, any data is already exist. If exist, then give. We need to display inside the form. If not exist, then by default assign with this one. Which one? My data as an empty object. You will write here. Let basic data equal to object dot assign. Object dot assign property is going to check whether for this basic component any content is stored under the state. If nothing is there, then it should be as a data. If something is there, then it should come from here. From where? State. Usually we write here as an empty array. When we keep the data in array format, we keep as an array. But now we are not pushing in array. We are pushing under the object. So we have to write that variable. Which variable? Data variable. We will see. If not working, then we will store in array only, but on 0 position. In case if the object is not accessing, then what we will do? We will pass here array only, and in array we will manipulate on 0 position. Our all the data will be available on 0 position. That also option we have. Okay, so done this one. Now come down here. I don't feel any error should be there. No error. No error, right? Okay, so let's go here. Your data is coming in action. Right here a condition. If action dot type triple equal to basic. From there, what you are sending? Basic only? Basic. Then what should happen? The basic data should get replaced with the action.info. See, we are not pushing here. Understood? We are not pushing here. We are not pushing. Pushing means it will become an array. We are just assigning the object. But it's a copy of state. It's a copy of state. Okay. Return you have to do here basic data, not my data. Return as a basic data. Fine, I did. Save now. You have to refresh the page. Okay, refresh the page. After refreshing the page, so this line is written. If action type triple equal to basic, then action of info assigned to basic data, return from here basic data. Now refresh your page and fill your details. See, gender box, what we have, you have to change once, because until unless on change event will not happen, it will not reflect. So we have to add here one value, choose everywhere. Okay. So just you change here once. Click on save button, saying basic details saved successfully. How to check whether really saved or not? Go to other link and come back. Go to other component and come back to basic. If your data is coming, then this data is under the store. Go to other component and come back. If your data is coming here, that meaning your data gone to the store. Same data we can access in dashboard also. Same data we can access in the dashboard also easily. Usually in React, what will happen if you go to other component and come back, your data will be lost. But here data is not here. Where is this data? It is under the Redux. You are changing the page in React. You are not changing the page in Redux. Redux is constant. But next year, if you refresh the page manually, Redux will also lose the data. We should not refresh manually. Go to other component and come back. It is component is getting changed. Your data is here. Okay, happening for all. We have to add here one option choose. Here also one option choose. Here also one option choose. So let's come to the basic page. In basic page, in all the drop down, you can add an option called choose. Add an option choose. In all the component, add an option called choose. Then we'll get an opportunity to change the drop down. Else suppose I am a male person. I will feel like male is already selected. Why I should select the male again, right? An event you have written on change. Until unless you will not change it, event will not fire and value will not update, right? So for that purpose, what we added? We added a choose option. If you are male also, by default, what it will show you? Choose. You have to choose. Once you choose, then event will fire and current value will assign. You can see here, a still format is showing called male only. Choose is added. But what was my preferences? Male. So male is coming for me. Let me update something from here. Okay. You can also update. Save it. And go back to other component. And come back. Your data should be here. Right? Now we exact these details we will display under the dashboard. Here, under the first basic details, we will display in a table format all the details, right? If you click on edit and come back, your data will be here, right? All the data will be, because where it's coming from? It's coming from the Redux, right? So working for anyone? Can you let me know in chat? Yes, no, or shall I share this to file? Don't refresh the page. If you refresh the page, your data will be lost. You don't have to refresh the page. So I send that both the file basic.js and basic reducer.js. Ready? Added. Come next. In this file, you can see you are calling this line. Which line? This line, right? Exact copy this. And come back to preview page. Come back to preview page. Import on the top. What to import? Use selector. After that, paste this line here. Import use selector and paste this line here. and written. Come then. We will go to the card body. Under card body, I think you can use the table tag to display it properly. Create a table. Give class equal to table itself. Right here, T body. Then use the TR. Use the TD. Full name. Write another TD. What you will print here? Basic data dot full name. It should print here. You can see it. Printing. Print remaining. Full name. What else we have? Gender. Then we have date of birth. What else we have?
Married.
Married. Profile status. Next, what we have? About, correct? So about you can write directly inside a TD with a call span 2. Call span 2. Print here about. Profile status. Married. DOB. Gender. So here all the details will come here successfully. Print once and also let me know, is it coming? Go and edit and come back and see once data is updating or not. Okay, so hope till here we are done. Edit and check once edit is happening or not. Any 1, 2 value can update and go back to dashboard and active. In contact page, we have many details. In education, now I think you got some idea, right? So in that, whichever the basic pages are there, easy that you can try, right? See, teacher, assume like myself as a teacher. So teacher will help you to how to walk, correct? Teacher will help you how to stand. Teacher will help you how to face someone. Next, running fast, understanding the scenario. That is your job. In college school, once we work on mathematics problems, then teacher will solve one problem and then they will give 3, 4 next problem based on that, correct? Now we need to follow the formula and we should try it. So you have very good time today. Till tomorrow, try. Whichever the page you will do, it will be helpful. We can finish it. And then if you do it, then I will teach you some sanitary tools. Code smell, how to check what problems we have made on the code level. Right? That I'll guide you how to test or not. You will be helpful. Okay. Okay then. Thank you for your time. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, 7 o'clock is difficult. We will come at 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 to 10. There is
Sir,
nothing
could you
difficulties for me. My all schedule are same daily. But let's come 8 o'clock. 1 hour late you can come. Will be helpful for everyone. Okay.
Yes, sir, sir, excuse me, could you please send me your SRC folder, sir?
100% I'll send you. Don't worry. I have written for you people only.
Thank you.